Going to look at what's the difference between awakening and self-realization today. So they're both around the understanding of your true nature, recognizing what you fundamentally are. But for me, I'll talk from direct experience, the awakening journey, sort of the human experience. So it's how we experience ourselves as this separate person in the world, and then we start to wake up from that. There might be some insights. You might be drawn to recognizing the truth. You may feel that world isn't quite right. Something about it doesn't feel quite right. That's how it felt for me. And then I remember reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He points to that we are the awareness of the thoughts. There's something that's aware of them, and also there's something that's aware of the body. So those were the first two things that you could say, first awakenings, first recognitions of that there's some sort of identification that I'm thinking that I am. And then, it's as if we journey and we gain more insights. But the bigger recognition, the self-realization, is a perception shift. It's a deeper seeing of the original one. This personalization. So we personalize the person that's waking up. So we personalize these recognitions. I'm waking up. I'm recognizing. So we're still in personalization, even though we're recognizing that it's almost like you feel like you're waking up from a dream. It's a shift in perception. So you're not somebody that's waking up in the world. You are the space or the awareness or the that doesn't move, that doesn't change, doesn't age, doesn't alter. That's your, you could say, identity. It's not an individual, it's universal. So the I is a universal I, not an individual I. So the journey seems to be for the individual I waking up in the dream. But the perception shift is to see that you never were that individual I, that you were the universal I, having an individual experience. So let's go a bit deeper. So after all of that, there can still be the falling asleep experience, falling, flip-flopping, and all it is those are what we recognize a little bit later on when we deepen in the seeing. For the human experience, we recognize that flip-flopping is our movements appearing within what we are. Because any experience, we wake up to see that any experience, the falling asleep, the waking up, the journeying, the already home, that I've got it, I've lost it, all of that appears within what you are. And what you are is untouched by all of that. It never became the one waking up. So it's sort of like you see through the whole game. So you're awake in the dream. So you play the character. You play the because a big recognition I had was that my parents called me Colette and I believed them. So the experience was that I was invited to identify with the name Colette. So that was the experience. And then there was the seeing through that. So there was another experience of waking up from that and seeing that I'm not Colette, that I was something prior to Colette. And what's prior never changes. It's awake and alert. It's what's giving birth to all of the experiences. But it never becomes an individual. It can just experience itself in these ways. Experiences individuality whilst never leaving what it is, never separating off from itself. So I hope this gives you some insights. Please like and make a comment if you want, because it does help the videos to get out to more people and encourages me to do more. So thanks for watching.